Hey you guys, I'm sorry about that. It's just that my storage was slow, so I had to free up some space and everything. So like as the people say, the show must go on. Even though this is not a show, it's just a little video, that's all. Anyway, so where was I? So back to I was saying, okay, so question number 3. It asks, the question says, if you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be? And me, I'll put, don't be too hard on yourself. I would definitely tell my younger self to not be too hard on myself, because that's, I mean, I have like bad anxiety, and it's somehow I've always been too hard on myself on everything. And I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't remember. I don't remember what I was being hard on myself for or about. But yeah, that's what I would tell my younger self to do. Number 4. What's your biggest pet peeve? Nosy people. I hate nosy people. I mean, yeah, I just hate nosy people. I mean, that's all I can say about that, but I hate nosy people. And then last but not least, for day 3, it says, if you could live anywhere, where would you live? Bradenton, Florida. I say Bradenton, Florida because mainly because I said I wanted to follow my grandmother's footsteps, because she used to live in Bradenton, Florida years ago. And when I researched it, it's a very pretty town. It's a very beautiful town, and but it's not many of attractions that's down there. So I mean, of course, if I would probably be bored if I was gonna live there. Except for there's like they had the Bradenton Beach, like maybe around the corner and things like that. So, but I wouldn't mind living there just to have the experience. So, all right. So back to what I promised y'all. So back to this question that I promised y'all that I was gonna get back to, because I have something to say about this. I have something to say based on question number 3 on day 2. And the question is, on question number 3 on day 2, it asks, the question says, what industry, company, or organization would you leave your current job for? Now, are you guys ready for this? Here it is. It says, I wrote the company that I would leave my current job for, it would have to be WWE. That stands for World Wrestling Entertainment, in case some of y'all don't know what it stands for. Hold on me. Yeah, so it's World Wrestling Entertainment. It used to be called, it used to be WWF. That is, I forget what the F stands for, but yeah, it used to be WWF before it changes to WWE. So, and it says why would I leave? Why WWE? And it says, I keep saying it says, but basically I just wrote all this. So the reason why I choose WWE is because I am a huge fan of WWE. I am a huge fan of WWE, and I grew up watching WWE at the time. Back to when I was like, I really remember 2005. This was like 13 years ago. 2005 was definitely my year when it comes to WWE. When every Friday, I was watching SmackDown. I grew up watching SmackDown, but at the time it used to come on Friday night, from 8 to 10, because it's 2 hours and things like that. So I grew up watching SmackDown, Friday Night SmackDown, and I said it was the best. It was my best favorite shows for maybe. It was my best favorite show for me, because I don't remember, but I say in my guess like maybe 2 or 3 years, and then I stopped for a long period of time until when I met my best friend Diamond from high school. She had basically introduced me to WWE, not WWE, because I was already familiar with WWE, but she had introduced me to Monday Night Raw, in which I didn't know for a fact that Monday Night Raw exists. I didn't know that WWE, like Monday Night Raw, actually exists, because I was so used to growing up watching SmackDown all the time back then, when during my childhood days. So I wasn't really familiar with Monday Night Raw, and but it was like around like and I also wrote when she introduced me to Monday Night Raw, like back in when our first years of being friends, like 2013, 14, 15, so on, like back in 2014 and 15 era, when at the time the Bella Twins, Paige, in which speaking of Paige, there are headlines that that Paige is going to retire from WWE, which I was sad, because I never followed Paige. I mean, I like her. She's a good wrestler and everything. She's very pretty and all, but I didn't really follow Paige like that. And for me, I wish her the best of luck in life after WWE and things like that. But and everything else. So yeah, the Bella Twins, Paige, Natalya. Now Natalya, let me tell you something about her. I said this all the time too, that every time I see Natalya, if you're watching this, listen to what I had to say. Every time I see Natalya on WWE or see her on social media and everything else, I always say this all the time. I always say that Natalya is a very beautiful woman. Natalya is gorgeous. I gotta say, she is a very, 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 very gorgeous lady. And I still say this to this day, like, Natalya is very beautiful. And you are beautiful, Natalya. So, you are beautiful. And, so yeah. That's my little statement on that. So, and etc. Where there and once, and, so that in that era, when Bella Twins, Paige, Natalya, Sasha Banks, Naomi, let me get my words right, Naomi, and all the divas that were around back then, I got pretty interested with Monday Night Raw back then. And I said, and there once again, I lost interest with WWE again, once again. So after like 2014 and 2015, like in that era, I've lost interest. I lost interest on with WWE. But it's not until back in December of last year, when on Instagram I was using my my Fast and Furious fan page. I was using my Fast and Furious fan page account last year in December, where I saw a video where in 2006, when Trish Stratus competed her retirement match against against her rival in the ring, as well as her best friend in real life. Well, best friend in reality, Amy Dumas, aka Lita. And once I saw that video, I said, and ever since then, the chemistry that Trish and Lita have in WWE, Trish Stratus and Amy Lita Dumas, if you're watching this, if I could get like at least more, let's say more than 20 views off of these two parts, especially this part right here, if I can get like at least more than 20 views, and if anybody knows Trish Stratus and Lita, please, I'm asking you, please contact them, tag them, do something. If you know Trish Stratus and Lita personally, please have them watch this part, because it's not urgent, but I just want them to listen. I just want them to know what I have to say. So please, please, it'll be a privilege, it'll be an honor. But anyway, so it says, I wrote, and ever since then, the chemistry that Trish and Lita have in WWE, and how they change not only the culture, not only that they change the culture in WWE, but they also change the revolution. I say the revolution, as well as the evolution of the whole WWE women's division for WWE divas today. And also, so that's, but listen, I got more. And also, because of those two legendary queens, these two beautiful legendary Hall of Famer queens, because of those two, they are the reason why, the main reason why I rekindle my love for WWE once again, all over again. That's what I wrote in the book. But they are the main reason why I rekindle my love for WWE once again. So for that, I want to say to Trish Stratus and Lita, I thank you for basically inspire women, and just basically inspire me too, especially you, Lita, because I gotta tell you, when I said, well, I just gotta tell you, Lita, on, I think last week when I listened to your interview that you did with Lillian Garcia at her podcast or whatever, and your story that you was telling Lillian, shout out to Lillian Garcia, by the way. How you doing, girl? I was listening to the interview, and your story had actually inspired me, and also pretty much and some of the things that you said about your whole life and your whole wrestling career and things like that, but mainly your life before WWE. There's some things I can relate to. A lot of things, some things that you said, I can relate to, and or also that I'm that way as well. So thank you, Lita, for inspiring me, and same to you, Trish. But also thank you, ladies, for basically just made me love WWE once again. Because, like I said, how you changed the evolution and changed the culture and things like that. So I have no words to say about that, but I just want to say thank you. And I cherish y'all, and hopefully here's another thing I want y'all to listen. I want y'all to hear this, but also for me to make my whole day my whole life a lot easier, that if you, Trish Stratus and Lita can basically, if y'all actually, if you ladies actually are going to continue your Team Bestie tour, even though y'all not going to be on the road for that long. I mean, y'all last Team Bestie tour is like in like September or August or something like that. I don't know. But let's say like next year. Let's say next year, for instance, if you, Trish Stratus and Lita, actually come in town to Baltimore, Maryland, my hometown. Let's say, like, for instance, when Comic-Con, like, because every year in Baltimore, we do Comic-Con here in Baltimore. So if y'all actually would come here to Baltimore for y'all Team Bestie tour, I would definitely make sure for me that I would definitely buy me a all weekend long pass or whatever, just so that way I can have my privilege to actually meet you ladies someday. But this is all like next year, but just an example. So but I'm just saying, if y'all can come to my hometown of Baltimore, it will make my whole life easier. So yeah, so I just basically had to express my WWE fan feelings or whatever. So but like I said, to everyone or anyone who know Trish Stratus and Lita, that please have them to see this part of the video as well as the first part, and yeah, so I'm lost in words. I have no other words to say about that. But so yeah, that's pretty much it of all of my questions, and it's a lot of stuff that I've tell you guys about me. So hopefully that you guys learn of some things that you learn about me. And so yeah, like every YouTuber would do. I'm not an official YouTuber, but I would say that make sure to give these two-part videos a like, and also you can comment and things like that, but don't say no negative things and everything else, or else I'm gonna have to block you and everything, even though, yeah. So anyway, give this video a like. You don't have to click the bell, because I don't nearly post things on YouTube, but I hate to have to repeat myself, so one last time. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe, comment, and like I said, once again, if you know Trish and Lita, please have them see this part. See these two-part videos of me telling you some things about me and things like that. So with that being said, say thank you for joining in, and as well as joining me as we're in at my secret getaway. Look at this view right here, and also the sunset too. Yes. Alright, so I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will talk to you guys soon.